Hey, it's Tom. How you guys doing? Kind of chilly here. We hit a cold front, and last night it was down to 28, I believe here. So anyway, um, so this is the tool in question. This is the Schrade Scax. Scax 10, I guess it's called. It TP overmolded, one solid metal held. Looks like the blade and everything is made out of one solid piece of metal, and I beat on it a little bit. And it is what it is. All right, I'm not much of an axe man or anything, but I do like to carry a small hatchet just for if I do have to split anything, because I don't baton. So anyway, a good friend of ours met us in pool over on Facebook. She has a show on Friday nights on Bushcraft Survival and Primitive Skills Mickey Wilson Facebook group. I do a lot of live shows there too. So she was talking about tools. And the reason why I'm going to redo this is sharp. It's not a toy. It's not a. It's sharp. Okay. And the reason why I brought this out is because she was talking about tools and everything. Now, there's a lot of people out there as an axe person. It just feels comfortable in their hand. They can use it. Lone Woodsman, I believe he's here on YouTube. He does most everything he does in the woods with an axe. Or a hatchet, whatever you want to call it. So, let's just take a look at what you can do with an axe. Let me get rid of this. Now, obviously, you have a 3-inch cutting blade. Now, the Alaskans and the Inuit people, they have what they call a Ulu knife. U-L-U knife. It's basically a handle on, well, that would be a Ulu knife right there. They have a blade and they have a handle, and they do everything with that knife. So considering this is a hatchet, not a knife, it only should be good for chopping. Yeah, it should be good for shopping. Take it to the local supermarket, get your groceries free, and a free ride to the county jail. But that's, it's an axe, right? It's a hatchet. It shouldn't do fine work. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be as fast as my knife. But it does make feather sticks. It does make feather sticks. Obviously, it'll chop. If it'll make feather sticks, it's sharp enough to skin game with, and possibly fish. I haven't tried that yet, but that's an idea for upcoming stuff. Let me see if I can find a. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are using the Bear Grylls ferro rod off the knife. I don't seem to be really sharp enough there. Let's try that. That has a. Nope. So maybe you would have to use the blade, but still. Even if you had to use the blade to get your sparks. Really not dulling the blade. And if it does dull, just take it, hone it a little bit on the ferro rod. Bish metal, it's still steel. Steel on steel works. Now I can feel a little, just a little bit of a drag where I was doing that at. Right in there. I can feel a little bit of, oh, there it goes. Wore it off. So, you just see me strike a ferro rod with it. Using the same part of the blade I struck the ferro rod on. Still making feather sticks. The reason why I come up with this is, like I said, Madison had a video out. She was talking last Friday about tools. Any kind of tool you carry out in the woods with you, shovel, whatever, maintenance, and what other uses they can be used for. Like shovels, for instance. People don't realize it, but us GIs, we had an entrenching tool, which most people know, but what you don't probably know and you don't hear too much about is that entrenching tool. If you heat the blade up on it, we used to be able to cook on that. I wouldn't say do it to yours because a lot of times it takes the temperance out of the blade, but or out of the shovel head. We were GIs. They give us another one. So we used to use it for that. We used it for defensive measures, you name it. So yeah, this is the Scax 10, and the only reason why I'm using this is because this is next to the Collins handy axe I have, the only thing I have. Scax 10, now you could probably sharpen this to a 90-degree spine. But yeah, I don't remember, maybe some of you recall there was a movie by, there was a book, then it was turned into a movie. It was by Gary Paulson, I believe. It was called Hatchet. It was about a young man that went down in an airplane crash in the middle of, I believe it was the Canadian wilderness, or the Alaska wilderness. It was somewhere up there. Ooh, camouflage. And, he made his way in the woods with just a buck hatchet that his father had given him. So is it a viable option if that's what you have? Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's nothing really but a Ulu knife if you have a hatchet. It's nothing but a Ulu knife, if you're skinning game. Once you get used to using them, they will perform bushcrafting tasks. And it is a halfway decent defensible option if that's all you have in the woods. You can make spears and bows with it, but you can also use it for, defending yourself with. Not that you're ever going to see me carrying this solely, but if this is all you have, or this is what you like to use, not a bad option. This is Tom. I want to thank you for your time and your patience. And, give these little hatchets a look. Might be something you might be interested in. So thank you for your time and your patience. Please subscribe, share, all that stuff. And we'll see you guys on the next one.